This documentary is about a small organization making a big difference for children in Nyeri, Kenya. In 2003, the Kenyan government introduced free primary school education. Children who cannot afford food or uniforms try to find a way to survive during school hours, and with absenteeism at 15% on any given day, there is still a long way to go.
Uniform yangu iniisha, pesa ya school fees sikulipa, sasa nikafukuzwa.
I don't have someone to get me in school. Now I live in street. I don't have money to buy some food.
Na hatuwezi kukaa huku town juu ya wanapolisi wanatupiganga.
Life is hard on the streets, and they try the best they can to survive.
Ukipata dhari unaenda unakomboa mkokoteni, unashinda nao mchana mzima mpaka saa 11 unarudisha. Najua ukikosa kufanya kazi hiyo huwezi pata pesa ya kukula.
Joseph is not the only one who had to drop out of school. One of the people who could no longer accept this is Agatha, a primary school teacher who works hard to keep children in school with her organization Umbrella of Hope.
I decided to join other people to start Umbrella of Hope after seeing the need of the children. Through my teaching career, I have seen children drop out of school because of hunger, lack of uniform, and some very simple things as proper nutrition. So we decided to try and retain those children in school so that they can be able to beat the poverty in their region.
Primary education is free now, but many children cannot afford to go to school because their parents are too poor to afford the most basic things such as food, school supplies, and clothes. Umbrella of Hope is founded on the principle that children have a right to education and food. One of the ways they try to achieve this goal is by working together with the local school.
I say that we appreciate having worked with the Umbrella for the last 2 years that I have been here. I met them going on, and since I joined the school, I have noted and appreciated what Umbrella of Hope is doing.
If there was no Umbrella of Hope, the 25 children that we have been helping, most of them would have dropped out of school because of hunger and no incentive to make them come to school.
How they are sponsoring these children. In fact, they have been feeding them, they have been buying uniforms for them, they have been buying shoes for them, school bags, which shows that they are very much concerned with uplifting even the performance of these children.
One of the 25 children in the care of the Umbrella of Hope Foundation is Cyrus. He lives in the slums of Nyeri town with his twin brother and mother.
This is my brother, Isaac Tuku. We are both twins, 13 years old. And this is my mother, Meli Wamboi. This is our house. This is where we live. And here is where we sleep with my brother. Here is where my mother sleeps. And here is where we cook. Either we use the jiko or we use the stove. We wash our uniforms, then hang them. We got in the house and start our studies. After the studies, we usually use this video game to play. After playing, we go to sleep.
The following morning, as Cyrus and his brother are making their way to school, someone else is already busy. Every Monday morning, Ruth picks up the necessary supplies for the upcoming week. Ruth takes care of the children during the week and makes sure that all Umbrella children are kept well nourished and healthy.
We provide them with a midday meal. The midday meal usually helps the children to concentrate in the afternoons. It also attracts the children so that they don't want to miss school, because if they come to school they will have a meal at Umbrella of Hope. So it encourages them to come to school. Then we provide them with a cup of milk to supplement the protein.
Meanwhile, school has started for Cyrus. He is in standard 8 of primary school. In Kenya, education is split into an 8-4-4 education system, with 8 years of primary school, 4 years of secondary school, and 4 years of tertiary education.
The teachers and the administrators are very willing and they appreciate what we do for these children.
At most times, we have meeting here and we discuss how we are able to improve even the performance of the school.
Since Umbrella of Hope started working together with the local school, the children's performance has greatly improved, mainly because of the personal approach taken to their education.
The government mostly does not care where the children come from as long as they come to class. So once they come to class, they left their homes when they were hungry and they have to stay in class throughout the day. Most children won't concentrate, so there will be no progress in school.
To make sure the children can concentrate in class, Umbrella provides midday meals for the children. Every day, Ruth prepares a traditional Kenyan meal, the contents of which varies every day so that the children get a balanced diet. She needs the whole morning to prepare the meal for that day.
I have noted that all the pupils that are sponsored by Umbrella within the school, they come to school often, at least daily, hoping that at the end of the day, they'll have had lunch, which will be sponsored by Umbrella.
At lunchtime, most pupils make their way home, but a few children, including Cyrus and his brother, make their way to the Umbrella of Hope Foundation, where a hot meal awaits them. After washing their hands, each child receives a hot meal. Ruth keeps track of which children attended class that day and got a meal. Not only does this meal give the kids the energy to perform well in school, but they also have the energy to play and participate in activities organized by the foundation.
It is important for the children to be able to expend their energy that way and to be able for you to retain them in one place, because the places where they go home to, they don't have any recreation facilities.
One of the activities organized by Umbrella is the weekly dance class given by Ruth. The kids enjoy dancing a lot, and it allows them to express how they feel. Activities like this also help to develop their social skills, which next to their education will help them to develop into self-sufficient individuals. After weeks of practice, the kids will perform at their primary school, Githwariga. One of the children who isn't at the dance recital is John. He lives with his aunt because his mother could no longer take care of him and abandoned John.
My aunt entered me in school together with Umbrella. So I went on until I register in my KCPE. When I registered, I did it, and I did it when the result came out. I had not done very well.
Due to illness, John was not able to perform well on his final primary school exam. The illness was so severe that he had to be admitted to the local hospital. School is out. It's tutoring time for the kids sponsored by Umbrella. Tuition is an integral part of the approach aimed at keeping the children in school. At their homes, there may not always be a parent available to help with their homework. In addition, it keeps the kids safe and off the streets. The kids share similar backgrounds, and the threshold for sharing problems is lower than in class. Through personal attention, children get the support and time that they need to be able to perform well in school. This applies to Cyrus as well. He is now getting top marks in school, which is motivating the other children to also do better.
As a teacher, I've seen that some children have been able now to concentrate better. So their performance in class has greatly improved.
When I came here, the school was lagging behind other schools in Nyeri town. And today we are boasting and feeling proud that our school has come up.
Finally, the kids are going to perform their dance act in front of the entire school. As they are a little nervous, Ruth gives them a last pep talk. But from here on onwards, it's all up to them. Reassured, the kids carry on and the performance begins.
In the east and west, north and south, killing farmers, teachers, pupils, doctors and nurses. Age is a killer, age is a destroyer. Umbrella people, like a strong army, stand tall and shout, halt to aid. Prevention is the solution, young people. Abstain having sex is the best option to free society from this epidemic. Thank you.
Even from the slums, I have noted that children can do anything if only they get support and concern.
The dream of every teacher is to see a child who comes to school live with something at the end of the course.
This is also the dream of the founders of Umbrella of Hope, who are working hard to make this dream come true. Wambui and Eugene are at the heart of the organization, which is located in the Netherlands.
I wasn't plight of children in poverty. And I decided something have to be done. A thorough research, we found out that the main problem was hunger, lack of food. So we decided, why not start with that? We donated 2 houses where we constructed a kitchen and a dining room. And that is how Umbrella of Hope was born.
One of the children who has benefited from the support of the foundation is Bakali.
I think I would have a hard time and a tough time in school if they had not sponsored my fee, because I would have gone home often for school fees. So I think they really boosted me to work hard and get better grades. So if they hadn't helped me, maybe I wouldn't be celebrating or having the grades that I did.
For the children who cannot manage the transition to secondary school, Umbrella is currently working hard to provide them with alternatives, such as arranging for the children to work as an apprentice so that they can learn a trade.
To be able to enter secondary school, you first have to pass the final exam in primary school, the KPCE. But there's quite a lot of children that will not pass. For those children, we have created the possibility to learn a trade, to be an electrician, to be a hairdresser, to be a carpenter. And we think in that way we can really help children to find a way to earn a living when they are grown up.
Apart from education, the foundation greatly values the social aspect of life.
It's not all about education. I was a public speaker, I was a debater, I was a laboratory prefect. I used to play volleyball. I engaged in different activities to make me a whole person, because with books only, you're not sweet for the society. So I think it's better you be an all-rounder.
So far we have been able to keep our kids in school. Secondary, we have been able to, all our candidates have been able to enter secondary school. And our first candidate has been admitted into the university this year.
Our big goal, our big dream is to have a brand new center that we could build at our own plot, where we would be able to have much better facilities to receive a lot of children, where we would be able to give a lot of additional services to the children.
The children always enjoy the company of visitors, and you are more than welcome to do so. However, if you do not have the opportunity to do so, you can still support them by making a donation via the Umbrella of Hope website, so that children like Cyrus and John can continue to go to school.
When I feel better, I will go back to school. I would like to have a sponsor to sponsor me from I will repeat from Form 2. I will not go to Form 3. I will repeat Form 2 because of the time I have not been there. The surgery is at Kenyatta National Hospital, and we are visiting the hospital tomorrow.
Since Umbrella of Hope started, a lot has been accomplished. When we started in 2007, the graduation rate of Githua Riga Primary School was 0%. Now all the children who do their primary school exam and are sponsored by Umbrella of Hope pass without a problem. With the funding we receive from you, we can transform this organization into a self-sustaining project, so that in the future we are no longer dependent on donations to help the children.
My dream is to see Umbrella of Hope self-reliant in producing their own food. If we could get somebody to push us just a little bit, so that we can be able to produce all the things that we require for these children.
They will pursue their education without problems. As we have seen, they will like school, and eventually they will complete and maybe further their studies elsewhere. And by doing so, they will become better citizens of this country.
I would like them to get the same opportunity, the same chance that I got, so that they can go to school and use their potential to the maximum. That's what I would wish for them.
We find that we are making a big difference for our kids, and with your support, we hope to do even more.
I just feel that they are on the right track. With more sponsorship comes their way.